We'll start off with a little video. I've been kind of busy here lately. Haven't had a whole lot of time to work on the car, but you know, it is what it is. You know, we have a few things done today, and a few things done since the last video, but a little farther to go yet. But I'm getting hot, I'm getting tired, and I'm probably not going to do the rest of what I've been doing today, which is wiring the door shut. I've got a little welding left to do, and a few other things I'll kind of show you as I go. So start with what I've done so far up front. I'm working on moving the wiring. Looped the heater cord line. I just took one of them, the tubes off of there, and took a pipe cutter and cut it down short enough to get these two on here. I still have to lengthen the wiring on the one plug so I can put the computer where I want it. I may try and put it back there on the firewall or on the strut tower if I can, just to keep from having to do a bunch of wiring. Still have to wire that in. I kind of figured out how I'm going to do battery cable, because I can't figure out how to get it off down in there. Plus I need this because there's like the coil or whatever's in here. So I'm just gonna come off of here with another, because it just goes to here to the battery clamp, and it splits off to here. So I'll just come from here down inside to the battery, and then that way it has power to that, and it runs power to the starter. Probably just leave those two like they are. Just one thing off of there. And then I'll run my negative cable up there to where that is. It's covered at the moment. Yeah, like I said, I've got most of everything up front is done. There's a small couple things left to do up front. I mean, literally there's hardly anything left to do, so front is pretty well done. I mean, I still got to put the pieces for the bolts on the fender and the hood, and I've almost thought about just wiring it shut. Save time, save money. I mean, it's going to do the same either way, so I have plenty of 9-wire. We are going to weld this door shut. Probably take the gauge. I don't know if I'll take the gauges out or not. It doesn't tell me my RPMs or anything like that, because I think they're run by the other computer that wasn't needed. Like I said, I've got the cage welded in. Aside from right there, I have to weld the seat bar back in. It didn't get tacked enough. I mean, there's still some finishing welding on the seat bar that I needed to do, and like a dumbass I hit on it with a hammer and broke the tacks. I still got to put my seatbelt in, which is in here. Helmet there. Put the padding here. I've got to fix the seat in. And then the only wiring on this side is this door. It is a little tricky. I don't know. I mean, it's a little dark in here so you can't see, but in these doors there's bars and stuff that make it really hard to drill through, to find a place to drill all the way through. I think I can do one more set over there. I don't really think the doors are coming open. I mean, I got them wired decent enough. And then with the duct tape, obviously. I was going to wait until after I painted the car and put the duct tape on, but it don't matter. I don't know if I'll just paint over the duct tape or paint around it. We'll see. I've got to wire the trunk lid on, and I've got to run wire down to my bumper as well. I've got the brackets off of there. Yeah, I know the wiring doesn't look the greatest. Hopefully it passes inspection. I've got plenty more wire. If it doesn't, we can get somebody who wires. I haven't wired a door, cars in years, and it was a whole lot easier years ago. And So trying to find places that I can 9-wire has been kind of complicated. I'm going to wrap some down there towards the bottom. I think I'm going to do one more up at the front. And that's all I'm doing. I mean, I know these are loose, but I mean the door's not going anywhere. It's shut, it's locked. I can't get a whole lot tighter. It is what it is. We'll do one down there. I mean, this is it's tight enough. It's not coming open. Like I said there, I may try and do something to do a few more pieces of wire, or a few more wraps in a couple of spots there, and then up at the front is, like I said, one more at the bottom maybe, and then, you know, the other side isn't gonna have a whole lot of anything. I have a roof sign. I had one custom CNC cut to go up here. We are not doing a rollover bar. It's stock class. It's not going to get that wild and crazy, hopefully. And if it does, well, I'll learn my lesson for next time. We're not doing a rollover bar. We're going to do the roof sign up here. So basically, we still got to do the gas tank. I got to drop it out, move the gas lines inside. So I mean, the list is getting shorter, shorter and shorter. Excuse me. I've got my padding there and there for the door bar and the seat bar. I'll probably just put some over the door. I'm actually decently far enough away from it, so I may just go with a foam noodle or something. Try and figure out how to put it on here and not get in the way of the steering wheel. That's thicker than I need. I mean I can cut that down there and leave this thick part off. I mean, I don't need so much padding here as I need here. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, it's a short list. We've got wire up or zip tie up some wires. So it's you know, we're down to less than 20 things left to do if that. It's a little update for you guys. There's what, 2.5, 3.5 weeks somewhere around in there till the car runs. Yeah, I mean, running this wire hasn't been the same as used to. It's galvanized. It's what I could find at the time. I wasn't gonna put up a bunch of money on good the better 9-wire. So I mean, I was gonna do a lot more wiring, but like I said, the bars and the windows just not working out. But yeah, I mean, that wire sticking up. I've got to trim and bend some stuff, but I think with what I've done, it'll keep the door shut, and that's the main thing. And you know, I mean, hell, that up there will, even if they come open-ish, it should keep it from getting peeled back and everything. I mean, if it was more of a harder built class, then, well, for one, I'd be welding it, not wiring it. And I'll probably put a piece of chain over there for those, somewhere around in there. I suppose for now, I don't think I can think of anything else that's still to come. We'll do a few more videos on this car, and then we'll move on to the other. As far as the Vega goes, I may have a surprise as far as that. And sometime this week, a new car will be joining the stable for this year. So stay tuned and drive it like you stole it, man. Like, comment, and subscribe.